This is a model of an artery and a vein, along with the associated vessels with it. This large red vessel is representing the artery, and this large blue vessel is representing the vein. Of course, the blood is not really those colors, but we use those to designate. And so what happens here is we get arterial blood flow coming out into smaller arteries, which then flow into arterioles. Arterioles are the smallest of the arteries. They feed into capillary beds. This is representing a capillary bed with all these smaller vessels. Eventually that blood will drain into a venule, such as this one or this one. Those drain up into larger veins until finally we get up to a very large vein such as this one. The capillary beds primarily are for nutrient and gas exchange. And so nutrients go out to cells that are surrounding this capillary bed. Oxygen gas goes out to those cells as well. The cells then give up waste products and carbon dioxide to the capillary bed, and that gets brought back to the veins. Ultimately, those go back to the heart and then to the lungs. So for the individual vessels here, there are three main layers or tunics that occur. Let's look at the artery first. We're going to turn a little bit. So we have three layers. There's a tunica intima, primarily made of simple squamous epithelium, also called endothelium, that kind of coats the inside of the vessel here and keeps arteries from clogging up, keeps clots from happening. There's a tunica media, which is made up of smooth muscle to control the diameter of the artery. And then this red layer outside of this, not truly red, is the tunica externa, primarily made of collagen and elastic fibers. The vein is the same way. We have a tunica intima, a tunica media, and a tunica externa. In this case, it's blue. Both of these vessels have a lumen where the blood flows. Here it is in the vein, and here it is in the artery. The arteries tend to be narrower. They are higher pressure vessels. The tunica media is thicker in the artery than it is in the vein because you're dealing with higher pressure. And you can also use that tunica media to adjust the diameter a little more effectively here to control blood pressure throughout the system. In the vein, you have a thinner tunica media. These tend to be floppier. They're actually dealing with lower blood pressure, and they tend to be floppy because we use different pressures to move blood through them, such as contracting of surrounding muscles will move blood through. In the primary ventral cavity, pressures from breathing as they change will actually move blood through here as well. And you'll notice inside of the vein, there's a valve. This is a valve made of endothelial tissue. It allows one-way flow through the vessel, and so blood will flow through the valve this way. And if the blood tries to come backward, the valve will close shut, and that way we ensure one-way blood flow.